Everybody, today we're going to take 695,432 and divide it by 57. So I'm going to put my 5 over here. Okay, I'm going to put my 7 over here. 7 is my flag digit. Okay, great. So I have a 5 over there and a 7 over there, and I'm going to put my 2 over here because this is my remainder step. So if I have one flag digit, I have one digit over there in my dividend. So I put the rest of the digits here, 6, 9, 5. I can put more space, 6, 9, 5. 4, 3. Okay? Great. So let's get started on our first step. How many times does 5 go into 6? You take your divisor figure and you see how many times it goes into however many dividend figures is necessary. So it goes in 1 time, right? And there's a remainder of 1. So I'm going to say 1, and there's a remainder of 1. Okay, I'll put that in green. Great. So I make my adjustment right now. I'm going to do all my adjustment in red. So this is my gross dividend. I need to make an adjustment. I say minus 7 times 1. So that's just 7. So I make my adjustment, and I make and I have a adjusted dividend right now, okay? So I have 12. Great. Okay, so now I'm ready to say how many times does 5 go into 12? Okay, and I know the answer to that is 2. 5 times 2 is 12. But there's also 2 left over, so I'm going to put the remainder in green. Okay, now we're ready to make our adjustment again. So minus flag digit times the recent quotient figure. So it's 7 times 2 is 14. So what do I get when I make the adjustment? I get 11. Just 1 and then a 1. Okay? How many times does 5 go into 11? Okay. Now we might have to say only once because we might not have enough left over, okay? If I say 2, and there's a remainder of 1 right here, I'm going to have possibly a negative later. But let's try that. Let's just put, it goes in 5 times 2 is 10. So there's 1 left over again. Now I'm ready to make my adjustment. So repeat the process. 7 times 2 is 14 again. So my adjusted dividend now is 0. Okay, it's just 0. And how many times does 5 go into 0? We know the answer to that is 0. And what's our remainder? 0, okay? Sorry, I should have done that in green. Let me do that in green. So 0 remainder is 0, okay? 5 times 0 is 0, and then 0 plus 0, okay? Okay, great. So now I'm ready to make my adjustment again, and it's going to be okay because I have a 7 times a 0, so that's just going to be minus 0. So I get 3. And how many times does 5 go into 3? We know the answer to that is 0. And there's a remainder of 3. Okay? Now I need to make one final adjustment. And we have a nice adjustment to make. It's just going to be minus 7 times 0. So that's just 0. And now, because this is my remainder step, and I have a 32 right here, I'm just going to bring this down. So I say 32. Okay, do that in black. Okay, so this is my quotient, and this is my remainder. So 12,200 is the quotient, remainder 32. Okay, good job. Keep practicing.